I don't think that I'm the sort of person that takes pleasure in revenge. I've always thought that getting on with your life is probably the sweetest form of revenge, if you could call it that. But I'm about to find out that many people disagree. I'm in San Francisco to meet with Nefarious Jobs, whose murky business is revenge for hire.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you the truth about your friend Tom.
Good old Steve is having an affair.
I'm not sure if you realize this, but your girlfriend ain't really your girlfriend. She's fucking Aaron, Tony, Mark, and even her best friend Sarah. See you later, dude.
Okay, so I've just got the email from Nefarious Jobs. They said to get in touch with them once I got to San Francisco. Their address here is in the financial district, which is kind of strange. You wouldn't expect hackers to be right in the downtown area. Of course, I'm sure any of these people who I've been talking to, I haven't been given their real names. I'm not going to be taking my phone or my chips or anything in my cards because, frankly, if they didn't like you, they could really do a number on you. So let's hope they like me. John?
Hey, how are you?
Andy, thanks so much for meeting me.
Oh, no problem. Glad to.
Have you done any cases of revenge in Australia?
Yes.
How many?
We've probably not as many as I'd like, in all honesty. We've only done maybe 10 to 15 in Australia. You try and find one person who hasn't gotten really satisfying revenge and not felt better. Everyone does. Believe me, I've seen it. And when people come to us, they're looking for real resolution to real problems. I mean, some of these people have been cheated out of millions of dollars sometimes. Some of them have had their hearts torn apart by cheating relationships. And they're looking for someone who can assist them in a different type of therapy, you might say. I am John Winters. I'm the CEO of Nefarious Jobs.
But John Winters isn't your real name, is it?
No.
So how does one get started in the business of revenge?
The first month I did do away with a lot of misconceptions about the work we did. Because a lot of people wanted services that we just don't provide. And number one is that we're leg breakers, or that we do anything physical. The second one is that we're just, little pranks, little things that annoy people. We don't do that either.
As we sit and talk in a rented office downtown, it turns out my assumption that they're hackers is somewhat misleading. Nefarious Jobs are more like private investigators crossed with smear merchants. John says his background is in law enforcement and says all types of clients come to him for all types of reasons.
The ex-wife who's upset about, her husband leaving and wants to see what can be done about it. Or you're going to get the business partner who has been, completely screwed over and forced out of his company. One of our first questions is, do you have any information regarding any illegality performed by the subject? Oh yeah, they like to go out and snort coke every Friday night, at so-and-so strip club. Or, they're involved in insider trading, and I've got these documents to prove it, that they own a shell company that's trading under this. No problem, give us that. Next thing you know, it's in the hands of the SEC.
The question over what they actually do to people for money is best answered by what packages they offer. A menu of dishes best served cold.
Lowest level is definitely going to be revenge against an ex. We charge $18.50 for that. Like, let's say you have an ex and gave you herpes. We will take an STD kit. It is a big, huge package with a big medical cross on it, big red one, and we'll send it directly to their job with their name right on it. Before you know it, it's wildfire all over the office. We have Reputation Shredder. That's about a $2,300 package. First, intensive background investigation, usually with a man on the ground following. We try and dig up whatever possible dirt we can, and it has to be true now, or it has to be the statement of the client, and we'll post that everywhere. And good luck getting it taken off of 5,000 websites. When you start getting into the works project, that's where my teams really begin to shine. We put private investigators on 4 different aspects of their lives. The works, you have to understand, is not available for anyone under 30 years of age. And that's because the psychological damage caused by these particular operations are far too severe. We figure for anyone to recover from who's under 30. I can't talk a lot about TA. That is a completely tailored operation. If they like to jet overseas and, have wild flings with 10-year-old boys, we will find it. We will get pictures. Total annihilation is the type of operation that doesn't end until the client says it does. It costs $10,000 and $500 a month for continuation. We all take bets in the office to see how long a person will last. Our longest, our 4-monther, he lasted total annihilation for 4 months. He is now eating trash out of a garbage can somewhere in New York City.
But I mean, ethically, you walk a really fine line. How is this stuff legal?
I think we're gray line, yeah, definitely. But we don't step over that line. We will cooperate completely with federal authorities or law enforcement should they request it.
How do you sleep at night? How do you go home at night and think about the target and what they've gone through?
I do walk a delicate karmic balance. I'll be the first to admit that. But I try and temper the work that I do with a little bit of compassion and knowledge. If a person is a dirtbag, and they're flying off to say Thailand, one of our investigators just happens to kick in a door, get a picture of them, with their finger in a 10-year-old's butt, and snap the shots and run off. We don't really feel too bad about posting those, in all honesty.
And did you research anything about me in the lead up to this interview?
Yes.
Did you find anything personal?
No, we don't operate like that unless we have a reason to, and we saw no reason there. We've been talking for a few months now, and you seem very above board.
As I left John's office with no real way to verify any of what he told me, I'm left with a grubby feeling that just won't go away.
I really, really love my work. You have to have a real passion for assisting people in finding resolution to difficult situations if you want to do this kind of work.